Hello everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Ark's newest 5th job skill, Devious Nightmare and Devious Dream. It's called Devious Dream if you're transformed in the Spectre state, but it's Devious Nightmare if you're just normal. So it does 9 lines of damage and has a cooldown of 10 seconds. It's also a passive skill, and it only activates when you activate Ominous Nightmare or Ominous Dream. So like this, and then it just pops out after. Has some pretty good range on it too. So when you're in floor form or normal form like this, all of your drives except for basic drive, charge drive, decrease the cooldown by 1 second. So in other words, you can reduce the cooldown by 3 seconds in normal form. Because the cooldown's 10 seconds, you can only reduce it by 3 because it says applied only once per skill. So even if I use the skill and I use like Scarlet Drive multiple times within the cooldown, it'll still only count as 1 second reduced. So even though I used it twice before the cooldown, it won't reduce the cooldown any more than just 1 time. With the same skill at least. But because you can just use multiple skills, you can reduce it by 3 seconds and, make it really good. And that's about it for the normal form. In Spectre form, however, you have more skills that are activated, which are 5 skills, so you can reduce the cooldown by half, 5 skills, like I said. So those skills are Grievous Wound, Insatiable Hunger, it says Boundless Horror, and that's just counting not this part of it. So when you're in the ground, that doesn't count. Once it actually attacks, that's when it counts as reducing the cooldown. So the other ones are... Oh, whoops, I skipped over Tenacious Instinct. And then the last one is Unbridled Chaos. So all of those skills will reduce the cooldown. And that's pretty much the skill. I'm going to go ahead and show it in mobbing. And I guess I can show it in bossing too. I mean, it's the same thing, but... As you can see, the range on it is quite nice. It hits a little bit behind you, a lot above you, and a lot in front of you as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the skill in normal form. Oh, I should also mention that in normal form, when you use, what was the skill called again? Endless Nightmare? Wait. Yeah, Endless Nightmare. When you use it, it has a 2-second cooldown. However, if the 5th job skill is about to, go off cooldown, it'll immediately take it off cooldown, so you won't have to wait 2 seconds. I mean, it's only 2 seconds, but still, it's pretty nice. So yeah, in Spectre state, same thing. And then, like I said, certain skills will make it, reduce the cooldown. And, yeah, that's pretty much the skill. So I guess I can show it in bossing. Or at least on a dojo dummy. So yeah, pretty good in floor form. Let's see how much damage it did. Actually, does it even show up? Well, I mean, because it has a short, or a cooldown, I guess it's not that great. But it does some pretty good damage. And of course it has good reach, so there's that. And then of course in Spectre form, it's going to be a lot more useful because you're throwing out more skills. let's not forget the passive. The other passive. And yeah. So it just activates a lot more when you're in Spectre state. And yeah. That's the skill. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, have a great one, I guess. And goodbye. That's pretty cool.